Huh. Well, how many months has it been since I uploaded another what if deku was since an impact? Anyways, yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. One of the things I do want to say is that first of all, I must stop uploading new what ifs from now after the Danmachi one because I already have enough. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and get on with the in. So, yeah, I have no clever reasoning for why there was no part or what if yesterday, but just take this as the final week what if because I already uploaded on Sunday and don't feel like posting a second one today. Another reason of why I didn't, make another part of this in months. I had no idea what to do with this series, seriously. Now, I had the plannings of what's going to happen, what was going to go, but I didn't know what to do with it for a while. Plus, I was focusing on other what ifs for a while now, so those kind of, got stacked on top of this, and then, I had to focus on my exams, and then I had to write a fan fiction for people who liked it and just keep posting it because people kept liking it, and I should stop rambling and just get on with the what ifs tonight. After coming out of the abyss and training with Child, Mido says that his new power form, or boss form to be more precise, was kind of troublesome to say the least. As Mido's bones and muscles were all aching, he wondered what he can do, as then a voice would then come to his head, this being the Scarlet King, aka King Deseret. I would say that the power I gave you is a little bit too much for your body to handle. But then again, I suggest you to do more physical trainings and get up so that you can handle my power more. Well, it wasn't the first time, Midoriya would then say, as he gets up, thinking to himself that he may need to train. He needs to train to get himself, stronger to handle the power of King Deseret. So, Midoriya starts leaving his room. As he does, he would then go to the wall again, once again taking more powers into him before immediately a burst of energy would then come out, turning into his demonic boss form. This is still semi-finished, Midoriya would then say, before King Deseret then spoke again to tell Midoriya that it technically is a semi-dis form, but it technically isn't. Midoriya takes the advice and just starts to use his form, realizing that it's more faster, more stronger, and more durable in this form as well than when he was in his normal form. He wonders why this King Deseret starts to explain. You see, when I first gave you this form, this was more of a, how shall I put it, experimental. I didn't know how much god power you can handle at the time, and plus it was a dire situation, it was do or don't, and if you didn't do it by that point, you and that Sandaroni girl would have been dead. So I just think of it as quickly as I could, and gave you as much powers as I can immediately. So that's why feels so unfinished, because it's not completed. Plus, your body looks like it cannot even handle much of my power, so I decided to give you as much as your body could properly handle. That's why this also feels unfinished, is another reason why. This is why you need to train your body so that you can get your power maxed out and understand how it works. Yeah, I can see what you're saying, Midoriya would then say before he looks up to it. Well, here I go again. Again? Yeah, I kind of need to train for a bit. Hey, did your voice change? King Deseret with this down. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? You know what? I don't care. Midoriya would then say as he then starts training. As he does, a metallic bird would basically be looking at Midoriya, questioning what he's technically doing, having the symbols of the Fatui. As we then get to see Dr. El Del Torre, or Del Torre, to be more precise. Seriously, he tricked us all with the name convection. He's the second harbinger. Number 2 is literally there written in his name, but all this time we just thought it was El Del Torre, because it looked more like an L than it did a 2. In the Greek Latin word. But yeah, anyways, besides for that factor and basically making half of the community angry at him, yeah, we will never forget what you did in Simmeru, my man. But luckily, this has been now remedied, but it still hasn't. I think I should stop and just take it. Del Toro would basically be looking at Midoriya. His camera would be specially censored and made to see the fact that it was God energy, and he can feel that Midoriya's new form was radiating with God energy, just like that of Kali. But unlike her, Midoriya's one seems to be more tame, more controlled, almost like it was from a more malevolent source than that of a demonic. Interesting. I should report this to the others, as Del Toro wouldn't take data before he goes to the Jester, or aka the director. Now in the Fatui trailer has basically been shown. If you scroll on, everybody is given a name, Harbinger, except for the Jester. aka the leader, and in it he basically has the title of director, which is the most newest terms I've seen Jensen refer to anyone else. So that means that the 10th seat of the Harbinger and the first seat is still empty. And my personal headcanon is that Capitano is the first seat, and the 10th seat is someone else that we haven't met or has already died, like Senora. Plus, they don't talk about it, so it's probably a traitor. Anyways, let's not talk so much and continue. So, we then got back to Midoriya, who was once again training some more, as would finally be wear out before someone walks up to him. It would be a woman wearing a mask with purple-like hair, with what seems to be a wing slash something on her head, tying her hair back. She seems to be wearing a coat of some kind. As she then looks at Midoriya, Midoriya would look back at her. Who may you be? The woman would smile before looking at Midoriya before she then speaks. I see that you're training. How interesting of you. Thank you. Midoriya would be kind of confused at this woman, who he has never met. I guess I'll let you be. As the woman walks away, as ice and snow basically start to surround her, with Midoriya wondering what that was, shaking it off, thinking to herself that it's probably not him. He thinks at least. Meanwhile, a bird would basically be seeing her before falling on her shoulder. Delta, I guess you were correct in a sense. He seems to be powerful, and I can sense the presence of a god inside of him, but he's also weakened, to say the least. The woman would then speak to the bird, as the bird would then fly away. I wonder what other tricks he has installed. I can already sense his power is growing. I wonder if Sanarone has already claimed him, or maybe Child, or... I wonder which one of the two. Or could it be the other one as well? Things are more interesting. I wonder if he can get even top 3 with me and Daltore. Or could it be a new member? Still, which side want to join us? Want to join us or go on his own adventure? The trails of humanity. This is what I like to see. She would say with a sickening evil smile. Almost like she is both innocent but at the same time the most powerfulest being in existence. This is what is known as the Damselette, number 3rd of the Fatui Harbinger. Well, now that was weird, Midoriya would immediately say, with King District nodding his head, agreeing that that was a little bit of an interesting scenario they both got into. So what now? Midoriya would say, stretching his body a bit. I'm kind of sore after all of that training. It depends on what you want to do. You can definitely go back to your room, take some rest, or do something else. Heck, see if the Fatui Harbingers have any jobs that you can take on for a bit, so that at least you can get some, training outside of Cisnaya. And if there's any monsters there in Cisnaya you can take down. Or maybe you can look after your pets some more. Midoriya would then go to Child's house, knocking on his door, waiting for a bit before the boy opens it. The boy seems like that of a miniature version of Child. Kind of. He seems to be wearing the typical Cisnaya cloth. As Midoriya would then say, "Hi, is Child here?" "Big bro, one of your friends is here." Child would immediately go down to Midoriya before seeing that it was his little brother, Tusa, who had opened it. Midoriya, can we talk outside? I'm just here to take Bongo Head. Oh, you mean this guy? Child would immediately whistle as Bongo Head would then fall down, immediately going to tackle Midoriya. But it can't since it's a small jellyfish-like squid creature, and Midoriya is a fully grown human. Yeah, don't worry, buddy, I'm here. Bongo Head would immediately start to fly before pulling out a bubble before absorbing into it. Midoriya would laugh for a bit. They let him alone with me for the last few days. First of all, I let him go because of training, and 2, I was in the hospital. What else do you think? Yeah, anyways, bye. Are you not gonna invite him to eat? Ciao. Tusa would then say, "Nah, it's okay. Anyways, bye." As he wouldn't close the door. Midoriya would then think, I should get back to my hotel. I had to think about it, probably need to get some money for it. Gotta pay the rents. Midoriya would then think, wondering who can lend him some money. Maybe Scoura, but I don't know how many jobs he can do. Plus, what can I do? As Midoriya would think for a bit as he starts to walk back to his hotel room before realizing that he could have asked Child about it. Midoriya would then sigh, think to himself that he should have asked Child for some help. After all, he seemed to be rich, or well off. As he then goes back to his hotel, he will meet up with a receptionist, wondering, "Hey, so is there a way to earn money in this place?" The receptionist will look, "Well, if you want a job, we can hire you. Or there's the adventuring guild." They would think that this world is definitely more fantasy-like. Why didn't think of something like an adventuring guild being here? Well, I would like to take that. Alright, traveler. I thought you would already be known with the adventuring guild or something like that. But then again, seeing that since Naya is just a place like this, I'm not so pretty sure. Midoriya would chuckle a bit before thinking to himself, yeah, as he wouldn't give the location for this since Nayan adventuring girl. As he immediately starts to go to the adventuring girl, stopping there before he meets up with the adventuring girl's caravan. Hey there, Sandaroni. Excuse me, caravan would then say, I'm sorry, you just look so much like a friend of mine. Midori would think, God, these two are spitting images. Are they sisters or something? No, she didn't react when I said the name. You know what, I didn't question it. What are you here for? I'm just here to, get in this guild. Midori would then say, well, there's a problem. You must first take the exam. Alright, I will. Alright, we'll have you an elder adventurer coming in to help you. Why don't you wait in the bench? Midori would sit down on the bench waiting for the elder adventurer. We'll wait a few minutes before someone would immediately come. This man would have a scraggly beard, long flowing hair, and as it looks like he's wearing the typical Sneznayan uniform for the adventuring girl, with a more of a coat as well. I see, so you're the Bradamus trainer? Midori would then say. Let's see what you have. Let's on go. Immediately, he would start questioning Midori about many things. Midori would give him the information he needs. Being this world, he kind of had read up into many things. I'll just say it's basically like the quest Noel's hangout quest and how it was. Basically like, the man would then stroke his beard as he looks at Midori. Well, he got everything for the theory part, correct? But now, let's move on to the more of the practical part. Midori would nod his head as the man would take Midori to a cliffside. You want me to jump up? Yes! Midori would immediately scream, come on, kid. Immediately, he would give Midori a pair of wind gliders. Use this. This is not gonna work. Midori would then think, this world is stupid. Just use your black whip. King Desrat would then say, oh yeah, right, I should definitely use that. As Midori then puts the wing gliders on his back, immediately going down before a burst of air would immediately come out. Air circles as Midori starts to fly from. Midori keeps his hand along the wind glider as it starts flying. God damn it. Midori would immediately crash to a tree. Ouch, the guy would then say. As he then looks at Midori, I'm pretty sure that you're still okay, right? Midori would say, yep. Midori would have a bloody nose as he sees that the nose is starting to be recovered. He wonders why is that the case before he just shrugs it up. He had too many things to drink already, so he decides to not think about it much often. As Midori then gets up, my body hurts. Of course it does. You got hit by a giant-ass tree. Desrat would then say, not helping Desrat. What happened to your voice? Once again, Desrat would get sad. Okay, seriously, if you can't talk in a normal voice, just do that. You don't need to use that echo filter or some shit. Did I just call myself out or something? I just feel like I just insulted myself. Yep, I just feel like I just insulted myself. Anyways, Midori would immediately start shaking his body off as the guy would then say, anyways, let's move on to the next testing. Alright, Midori would immediately say that, as he would immediately then go to the next testing area, where he sees a bunch of villagers and other monsters. If I can take them out, all by alone, you're passing this exam. Got it, Midori would then say. Immediately he starts to charge one for all, with the black god energy coming out, before Midori saying to Desrat that he can handle this so that he doesn't need his god power. Desrat would be pouting before he just takes it back in. One for all. 20%. Immediately he would then go, immediately punching his hand straight to a Mawachol's head. The guy would be shocked as 10 more Mawachols would then immediately come before Midori jumps up, immediately moving his leg up before soaring them out. The Mawachols would then immediately get flying as a bunch of ice Mawachols would then come. The difference is basically that the fact that they're more like the stone Mawachols but with ice. Midori would then say, sit, immediately pulling out his cryovision before realizing that he has a cryovision. Yeah, you need a pyro to break the seals. Fuck it. Midori would immediately say 30%. Going in before brute forcing it, punching it so bad that basically breaks it. Doing a ton of physical damage to it, basically. Midori would immediately start pounding the face with as much power as he can. Okay, so I just realized Midori could be basically a weapon user or basically be a catalyst user. Whichever one you guys like. Immediately Midori would get up before pulling out his sight, strolling around before him. Immediately then goes cutting up the head of one of the Mawachols. As another one would then fall down, a bunch of the other smaller ones, aka the Hillachos, would then start to come at Midori. Midori would then look at them before he just sends an airstrike kick, sending all of them flying. Texas Smash! Midori would immediately scream out, sending more power into his fist, and then basically yeeting them across the sky. That was all of them. The adventurer would have a smirk on his face, realizing how strong he is. This boy is strong. Maybe he can even join the Harbingers. Actually, he's probably qualified to join the Harbingers. He's more qualified in this place, that's for certain. So I wondered, Hmm. You did good, kid. Really? Midori would then say. But I think you're not allowed. What? Midori would immediately scream out. I mean, you're not allowed in the Adventurer Guild, but it doesn't mean that you didn't pass. You did everything great, even though there were some mistakes. Midori would think, I know, I'm getting used to the Wind Gliders. Hmm. You're more better off joining the Harbingers than the Adventuring Guild. Wait, really? Yep, they're will be more suited for your talent. I don't think we can nurture you. Plus, I heard that they pay. Well, Midori would then say, how about this? I joined the Harbingers, but what if I can also join this? I still need a place to pay my dailies. So, what do you guys do? Well, we do our daily missions assigned by us, and more of a greater missions that are also assigned by us, thanks to Catherine Summer. I see. So, daily missions are 4 things daily, right? Pretty much. Midori would think, man, I'm joining the Adventurers Guild. I still need the money. Kid, you're way too smart for this shit. Yeah, why not? Immediately shaking Midori's hand, with Midori also shaking his hand, joining the Adventurers Guild. As Midori then decides to go, before he's giving the Adventurers Guild a uniform. How about now? Midori would then say, alright, not everyone wants to wear it anyways. Some people like to wear different things. I even heard of an adventurer boy from Mondstadt who's pretty unlucky. But yet he's one of the skilled adventurers. If his luck was any good, maybe he would have been in the top 10 adventurers in the world. Oh, who knows? The man would immediately laugh. What's your name? Call me Kratos. Alright, Kratos, nice to meet you. Midori would think, his name sounds like a Greek god. Whatever. Midori would immediately sigh before wondering what else can he do today. As meanwhile, the metallic bird would be looking at him. Even the adventurer agrees he should be one of us. What do you think, director? Jester. Or should I say jester? Daltai would then look at the jester as he then looks at the video. I can see that his powers are more unique. And did say that he may want to join us. So, whose squad should he be in? I can already see 4 harbingers that want to claim him, and a 5th that may or may not. Who may they be? The damselette, or for obvious. I see. Tartaglia. Makes sense that Ajax would be one to want him. The Balladeer. Him of all people? Daltori would then look confused. And Sanderone. Immediately the doctor, whatever he was drinking, was immediately spit it out. Her? Why her? I don't know. She seems to be a lot more interested on him. You do realize that putting her there would make him more of a test subject. He would then look at Del Torre, and you don't do that? To say. Well, I guess you're right. Del Torre would then say, well, what about the 5th? Capitano. Him? Capitano? I guess we can see what will happen when he does join Capitano's squad. Let's see about it. Immediately Midori would go away before the man starts to walk away. In a late tavern, a man would be Kratos would be pouring his drink, as he would immediately start celebrating with the others for a successful mission completed. Before someone walks in, this would be another one of the harbingers, taking everyone a little bit quiet at the person who was just walked in. This was probably the strongest harbinger to their knowledge, as he walks in wearing what seems to be like a mask and a helmet. This was Capitano. His rank was unknown to anyone in this tavern, as he then walks up to the man known as Kratos. Mr. Capitano, would you like to have a seat? Capitano would then sit down before looking at him. Before Capitano asks him a question, I see. You want to know where Midori lives? Capitano would nod his head. What? Has that boy got himself in trouble for him, the righteous captain, to be involved? Still, I'm not so sure of what will happen to him. Well, you see, yes, I will answer you. He would immediately see that Capitano was glaring at him. He can not see it, but he can feel it just from the helmet itself. I'd immediately take a gulp before he then says, Midori is, before giving his address. Meanwhile, Midori was in his room a little bit training before someone knocks on his door. As Midori would open it before seeing it was Capitano. Mr. Capitano? Midori would then say, Capitano wouldn't speak. Young Midori. Midori would feel, oh, mate. No, not the same. Let us spar. Alright? Midori would then say, are you sure about this? Capitano would then say, most people are hesitant when they want to spar with me. I'm not so sure. I've been hearing a lot of praise from you and Charles, and I heard that's pretty powerful. Fine then. How about this? Capitano would put down his vision, or delusion.
No elements, just straight on fist fight. I will allow you to use your unique sets of abilities. Midori would have a smile on his face. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I just realized that I made Midori more of a battle junkie this universe, but whatever. I don't care much about it anyways. Midori would immediately get out. Before Capitano and him are now in the ice field. Did we have become desperate? Yes. Midori would immediately speed up to with Capitano. One for all! Capitano would immediately dodge before grabbing Midori's arm, twisting and then slamming him to the snow. Midori would then scream before he then gets knocked out. And I thought it would at least be a little bit of a last a few more seconds. Capitano would pull out his pocket watch before stopping it. 5 seconds. That was more than enough that he could handle me. Capitano would immediately grab Midori by the collar before dragging him to Del Toro's office. Del Toro would basically be doing a stab before Midori drops Midori's body. Son of a... You killed him? No, he's still alive. Just check for any injuries. Well, other than a minor fracture he has on his left arm, which I'm gonna guess you twisted it, he's perfectly fine. He'll be back to up in a few seconds. Capitano would immediately then slam his head through the decks before Midori wakes up. Really? That's not healthy, says the doctor that experiments with kids. Again, to say, but have any of us have been the most goodest of people? I lost, Midori would then say. Pretty much, Capitano would then say. Maybe you would have stand a little bit more chance if I gave you your vision. But then again, even with your unique powers, you could barely defeat me. Heck, you couldn't even scratch me. Yeah, I understand. Midori would realize that it's way more far to back. As he would then walk away. What is his rank? What am I supposed to do? Tell you that? What is your rank? Number 2. If Charles is correct about power, that means you're the second strongest, aren't you? Pretty much. Midori would then look him in the eyes before he then says, as much as I want to believe him, then again I did get my butt whipped by someone whose rank I don't even know. I'm gonna guess that is rank 4. Wait until you meet the real rank 4. Alright, Midori would think. However that guy is, I'm definitely gonna beat him. Why are you so excited to beat that? I don't know. It's Sal, he's rubbing off on me. To say, I guess. What's are you even saying to say so much today? The doctor would immediately stand up before he starts walking away. As another version of him would walk up. That boy is different. Yes, he is, an older version of him would then say. It's kind of interesting, a younger version of him would then say. Yes, he is. All of you, get lost. Fine, as his segments would then walk away. I should self-destruct him one day. Maybe I won't. Maybe if a deal comes up, that is. But what kind of deal would happen? Meanwhile, in Sumaru, a small little fatigue Archon would sneeze while he's still stuck in that bubble. Yep, I just had to do that fact. It still made me laugh, the fact that Altoa basically pooped himself out of existence just because of a delusion, because of a vision. Yeah, anyway, let's continue. As Midori would basically once again go back to his hotel after completing his daily quest, which were helping the people, finding worm, destroying a bunch of monsters, and doing something else. Yep, that was literally it. That was his daily quest for the days, and he had finished doing the daily quests. As Midori landed down on his face and started to doze off. I need a rest. As he then falls asleep. Remembering what kind of situation he got himself into was something, well, unexpected for him at least. He still expected things to happen, but not at this situation. Why do I always get myself dragged into all of this? Midori thinks to himself as he then finally falls asleep. But next day arriving with someone knocking on his door. Midori waking up would immediately open the door before seeing that it was Sandaroni. Sandaroni? What brings you here? Midori would blush a bit, realizing that he's kind of a little bit of a cold in here. Oh, nothing much, she would say with a blush on her face as well. I was just thinking, would you like to live with me? Midori's face and body and everything would just go blank for a second. For a few seconds, that is. Sandaroni would flick her finger. Midori, are you awake? Wait, what? I think you just jumped the gun a bit. No. I was thinking, like, can you be my roommate? Sandaroni would then thinking to herself that this will never work. Sure, why not? I mean, it's better than living here, Midori would then say. Sandaroni would kind of be flabbergasted that he did agree, but would kind of have a smile on her face. Sure, I guess from today onwards we're roommates. I will allow you to pack your stuff. Alright? Meadow wouldn't go packing his stuffs in a small bag. He didn't have much since he was not allowed to get much. Only thing he had was the school uniform. Visiting scene needs to burn. Or maybe he will just keep. As he picks up his phone, god damn it, the battery is dead. If I only had something like an electrovision, maybe then I can charge it. I wonder if anyone has electrovision. Maybe a delusion will work too. Hey, Sanderone, do you have anything that can charge this? Sanderone would look at the phone, wondering what kind of piece of technology it is, opening it, seeing the 1%. Yes, I do have an energy source, but it may take a while. Sweet, Medea would think. He wonders if this place also has Wi-Fi. He also wonders if he can make this more modernization. He sees that the place is semi-modern, I guess, in a way, but it's not as modern as he thought it would be. Then again, he hasn't been to Fontaine. Wait until he sees the robots of Fontaine, that is. As him and Zanderoni would start to walk away to a place where a certain metal bird once again looking at them. This one belonging to another one of the Harbingers. This, once again, going into it. My. It looks like Zanderoni is the one climbing it. It looks like I cannot. Same. I wanted him in my squad. If anything, it would have been fun teasing the boy. Immediately she would start up the drone before the drone immediately shuts down. As she walks away, wondering what her harbingers are doing now. And wondering what a certain fourth member would be doing right about now. Imagining it, she gets a whole lot of hearts on her as hot bubbles starts to form. Before she walks ahead of it. Now, I still need to do my things. She wouldn't think. Before she starts humming to herself. Amusing singing would across the room. And I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell me what other what ifs you want to see in the comments. And yeah, anyways, bye.